Welcome back to Sip the Tyler Films. I'm your host, Coach Evans, and we're gonna dive right into it. One of the few good things that happened yesterday was Derrick Henry rushing for over 100 yards, and we finally I've been clamoring for outside zone to be the main run, and it was ran 20 times yesterday. And was they all successful? No, but I just want to go through, and this will be like a Derrick Henry / offensive line video. Seeing what we did good in the outside zone, what we did bad in the outside zone, and why did it take so long for this to be the primary run? This is what Derrick Henry did in Tennessee for years upon years upon years with no quarterback, with very few skill help, with a okay offensive line. Why is it taking so long for us to realize that, okay, this is the best run for us based off of the personnel that we got? So we ran it 20 times. So without further ado, let's get on into it and see what was good and what was bad about outside zone. Shout out to Derrick Henry for getting a hard-earned 100-plus yards versus the Rams, because it wasn't all sweet the whole game. But let's get into it. All right, let's bag him up. Again, everything should be J-step left. If there's somebody to your outside number, you working that. If there's somebody to your inside number, you should double team, then work up the backer. Ryan is good. Vorhees starts off good. Linderbaum taking a great angle. Faalele. What is that? What is that? He went inside, so Rosengarten, why you ain't? He went backside, Rosengarten, why? See, the communication is terrible, because Faalele should be going, and this is no. Faalele don't have a gap over. His guy went inside, so he should jam that man up. Rosengarten should take him. Then Faalele should be trying to work the 53. Luckily, 3 ran himself out the picture, and Linderbaum pivoted to 53. Luckily. But still, a good run by Derrick, because he finally got some yards before contact. But last week, he was getting contacted at or behind the line of scrimmage every carry. Let's keep going. Can't stick and stay too long. It's 20 of them. Looking at the formation. Okay. Outside zone from the hip. Same thing left. Well, I don't know why. This must be, we got to teach this. Look at Rosengarten's hands. They outside. Look at his hands. Why is his hands outside? I don't understand why we do that. Look. Hands outside. Byron Young has the leverage on you. Get your hands. Maybe I just don't understand what they're doing. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm gonna just chalk it up. I don't know what I'm talking about. But let's keep going down the line. Faalele with a good stab. That's great right there. Now that's great football right there. Stab him. Allow Linderbaum to take over, and you come on second level. That's good football by Linderbaum and Faalele. Vorhees. He went backside. Now climb. What are you waiting on? Climb the 53, Vorhees. What you waiting on? Too late now. He out-leveraged you. Look, he out-leveraged you now. And then Ronnie did a great job of trying to cut him off. But we know Ronnie ain't healthy. Come on, Rose. Your hands got to be inside, man. Well, in my opinion, they got to be inside. Maybe they teaching that crap. Good by Kolar. Likely coming off, trying to go to 37. Vorhees engaged. Linderbaum's engaged. Not Linderbaum, sorry. Faalele's engaged. Rose trying to get up to the safety. Rose gets the safety. Faalele got 55. Linderbaum, you can't miss. But he took himself out the picture, though. Took himself out the picture. But this is not bad. This is not bad. On everybody, this is not bad. There with a great job, great vision. Great cut by 22. See it? 91's overplaying it. Stick that foot in the ground, get vertical. Great cut by 22. I got my eye on the clock trying to keep this under 20. I got my eye on the clock. Now this is a little switch up. Because Verse at the last minute is going to jump inside. And that messed the blocking scheme up. Now, what initially should happen is Kolar should block him out. And then Rosengarten, they should double up to 2. That's what should happen. But he's going to jump inside. So now he turns immediately into a double team with Kolar and Rosengarten. And it was a double, which is good. Good job of adjusting. He went inside, bump, get up to second level, Faalele. He tried. Then Fitz just overpowers Linderbaum. Who's on the backside? Come on, Vorhees. Come on, Vorhees. Get your head on the right side, Vorhees. Head got to be on the other side. Because honestly, Ronnie should try to cut off, should try to take over this block. That's why Ronnie stayed there. Ronnie should try to take over this block and Vorhees should climb. But his head on the wrong side. If his head's on the right side, Ronnie takes over 91 and then Vorhees can climb to 53. And where 10 came from, just off the backside. And see, this is the difference between having Lamar and now having Cooper Rush in there. Because with Lamar in there, you can't just scream off that backside end. Because if he boot out, you're dead in the water. But with Cooper Rush in there, who cares? He ain't running. And if he do, we'll go tackle him. So you can't scream off the end like that with Lamar back there. But you can with Cooper Rush. Honestly, you can't scream off this end like this with Snoop Huntley in the game. You just can't do it. So offensive line-wise, this play wasn't bad. But because it's Cooper Rush and not Lamar Jackson or Tyler Huntley, they just said, F it. If Cooper Rush run, so be it. If Cooper Rush run, number 30 will come down and tackle him. But 30 will probably have problems tackling Lamar and or Snoop. Split outside zone, which I like. Gives you a different look. Also gives you the threat of likely coming underneath and maybe going for a route later on. And see, that kind of holds up the backside end. Look how zero is slow playing it now because you got likely coming across. But see, look at Rosengarten's hands outside again. And then Byron Young just can kind of maneuver him a little bit. Even though I would say he won his rep because he kept his feet going. But them hands outside, maybe I just... Every meeting I've been in with college coaches, every clinic I've watched about offensive line play with NFL coaches, and it's just been around other high school coaches. Everybody preach hands inside, hands inside, hands inside. You can control them better with the hands inside. Why do we go with this hug approach? I just don't know. Maybe it's something I don't know about again, but I'm going to keep going. That's not bad with Linderbaum and Faalele. Bateman in there trying to get a block. It's not bad. Great vision and setup by Derrick Henry too. That's not bad by 77. I give him that. He's trying to work well in tight spaces. I give him that. And his first quarter or so, we ran the ball pretty damn well now. It's enough, give credit what credit's due. That first quarter and a half, man, we ran the ball pretty damn well. We didn't finish in some situations. The offensive line, we had some penalties in that first drive, but definitely that first drive, we ran the ball extremely well. Good. Likely on 0. Kolar and Ronnie taking care of Kobie Turner. Got a double team with Vorhees and Faalele. Vorhees and Linderbaum. Faalele had it on the wrong side. Faalele. Rosengarten, what is that? What is these two dudes on the backside? Luckily, it's the backside. Front side, great. Backside, trash. And the front side, get up to second level. Linderbaum, you got to get your head on around. Lindy, you got to get your head over there. Got to get your head on the right side, Lindy. If your head on the right side, he don't get to Derrick Henry. And Vorhees didn't leave you early. He didn't leave you early. Look at Kobie Turner grabbing Kolar so he can't get up the reader. That's defensive holding. But it's rarely called. It's rarely called. But we still got a decent run, even though the backside was terrible. Linderbaum, get your head on the right side. So like I said, Derrick Henry got all these yards despite of. Not that the blocking was superb. It was okay. But that's what outside zone can do for you. It lets your running back, pick spots. Especially if they just don't get penetration. If the defensive line just don't get penetration, the running back have opportunity to have a successful run, a positive run, almost every time. If they don't give up penetration. And that's what it looked like. We did a decent job of not giving up penetration early in the game. What's going on here in the middle? Boy, he throws the shoulder. Linderbaum gets through down. Oh, he recovers, though. Great job of keep fighting 64. Way to keep fighting 64. Faalele, stay off the ground, man. Stay off the ground. Who's this? Fighting on the end. Ronnie? Like, Ronnie hands outside. I just don't understand it. They got to be being taught that. And look at Ronnie. Let's look at Ronnie real quick. Let's look at Ronnie. And we know Ronnie ain't the healthiest, so, a little bit of built-in excuse maybe. But let's look at this. Ronnie's hands are outside. Now watch what 57 does to Ronnie because he got inside leverage. He stands him straight up. Simply because he got inside leverage. If Ronnie's hands were inside, he could do that to 57. The 57 is lower than him. Hands are inside. Stands him straight up. Leverage. Got to play with leverage. Low man wins. Got to play with leverage. And because he don't get any movement on that, Derrick got to cut it back into all this trash right here in the middle. Now, he still gets positive yards. And I'll say this little adjustment I see just thrown in there. Remember earlier, this guy on the backside was just screaming downhill. This is the second play, if I'm not mistaken, in a row where they got somebody coming backside to kind of hold him up, to slow him down a little bit. And it worked because they weren't able to come down and just crash and get the tackle. Because again, you don't really respect Cooper Rush naked, but if you got a receiver and Cooper Rush coming out there, you got to kind of respect that. And that receiver could block you going out too before he gets to the flats. Linderbaum miss. Well, he went inside, so that ain't his man. Never mind. When he go inside, he belongs to Vorhees. Now, look at this. Terrible play by 77. Hell of a play by 22. And good block by D-Hop. Terrible play by 77. D-Hop comes in and cracks 51. Derrick Henry just made something out of nothing. Derrick Henry made something out of nothing. Now that was a terrible call to me. They call Vorhees for blocking the back right there. Oh, never mind. His hands in both. Okay, never mind. I take that back. I take that back. Both hands in the back. I take that back. I take that back. Not a terrible call. That's a good call actually by the officials. Watching it live, I was bothered by that, but they right. But again, Derrick Henry making something out of nothing. Because that play, like, Faalele just whiffed on Jared Verse. Completely whiffed. Now, I ain't saying he's supposed to block Jared Verse, like, into the ground because Jared Verse is good. But a whiff? Come on, dog. I have to make this a two-parter because we already at 15 minutes. Outside zone again. And see, remember I talked about he could block. There it is right there. He just trying to run down this backside end. Then he starts sending likely, even though that was kind of soft. That's real soft. That's real soft there, 80. It's real soft. But with the O-line, block out, Faalele decent. Faalele decent. Boy, he's climbing straight. Come on. Not boy, I'm sorry. Linderbaum climbing. Boy, he's got to get your head on the other side. Boy, he's got to get your head. Hey, I'm going on record and say that just watching this game right here, and this is gonna be tough to say, but just watching these plays so far, and a lot of people ain't gonna want to hear this, but Faalele way better than Vorhees, and Faalele bad, but he better than Vorhees. But like I said, Faalele is terrible, but he is better than Vorhees. Because Faalele ain't playing. He had the one play we just mentioned, maybe two plays we just mentioned, but Vorhees been bad on damn near every play. Unless he double teaming. His head placement been wrong. His hand placement been wrong. Giving up leverage. See, again, with Zay, they holding the backside in. So that was something that maybe Todd saw and started doing so they can't just run down the back end. Because you got to respect it now. And so with that being said, look how Zay's motion holds number 8, 56, and 53. Holds them just enough. Good cut, Derrick. I don't know why we didn't block 0. I'm not sure. Maybe Notebum's supposed to go out there, but because he's so wide, Notebum didn't see him. I'm not sure. But they stayed tight on a double team. Linderbaum has good leverage. Faalele did something. Rose, you got to get tighter. You got to get tighter, Rose. I think right here with Faalele is he has 53. Can't keep his balance though. This part is good. He just can't keep his balance. Cause I don't see with nobody tripping. But again, look at Derrick just trying to make something out of nothing. We got basically two guys unblocked. 0 and 53. And then Rosengarten gives up leverage. But he still get a yard out of it. So I say this man has the toughest carries of all. It's crazy. How many I done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is the last one. Oh, no, that was the last one. We're going to break this down in 2 parts, y'all. We had 19-10. I appreciate y'all for coming out. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me. So this is the first part of the outside zone. I'm definitely going to do the second part, but I don't want to make one 40-minute long video. And hit the like button, comment, subscribe, share. Let me know your thoughts. Put them down below. And I'll see y'all soon in the next one. Peace.